Hey everybody, this is just going to be a real short video showing you how to install a trigger connector in your Glock pistol. I'm going to be putting a Ghost 3.5 pound trigger in this one. I do this to about all my Glocks. So today I'm going to be putting it in my 27. Gun's empty. It says 3.5 pound trigger. You're not going to get that. Actually, there's really no difference in the weight. I'm going to try to demonstrate that with my handy dandy trigger pull gauge that I made out of fish scales. But lighter and crisper, it will be, guaranteed. So for start, let's try to. They come factory with a 5.5 pound trigger pull is what they say, so let's see what we get here. Pulling back. Got 5.5. Let's do that again. If I don't knock the camera over, I'm standing right behind it. It's on the bottom of the trigger. Showed about 6 that time. 5.5, 6 pounds, somewhere in there. First things first, gun clear. Pull the slide off. Take my handy dandy bench block. Knock the pin out. This is first time you do it may be a little tricky, but after that it's pretty simple. Just make sure the trigger's pulled, and as you can see, if you pull the trigger it'll pop up. Pull it right up, and if you'll most people take this trigger housing all the way out. I don't really see a need for that. Just kind of pop it over. Take a real small flat screwdriver or a knife, whichever's handy. Pull the factory one out. A lot of people say the only difference in these are the Ghost, or what you get from the whatever aftermarket you buy. The only difference would be they're polished. I've heard some people say you could take the factory one out and polish it and have the same thing. Well, that's not true. The difference is, I don't know how well you can see it. See the angles at the top where this factory one is more flat, the one on the left, and the one on the right has more of an angle. That's where your crispness comes in. Besides having a flat surface to run along, it's got more of an angle. Makes it feel a little more crisp. Alright. Stick it in there. While you've got this out, it'd be a good time to clean it. If you haven't ever had it out, you could just unhook the spring there, pull the whole housing out, and clean it good. I usually try to do that to mine every couple months or so if I'm shooting them a lot. Pop it back in place. See if you can kind of see how that rides along that. If I can pull the trigger forward here. I've got the trigger forward, you can see it. I'm pulling the trigger. When it comes back, well, I said I was pulling it. You can kind of get the idea anyways. Let me pull it forward again. Here you can see it better. It kind of hits that and goes down. It's just more of a slanted angle. Make it feel a little bit crisper. And it will make it just a little bit lighter. Not much. Push that all the way down, put your pin back in. Even the pin up. Slide back on it. Okay, now let's see what we get on this one. And I know this isn't going to be perfect, but it's pretty dang close. So, well, about 4 that time. I may have lied to y'all. Four and a half, 5. Four and a half. One more time. And it will vary some. I mean, depending on how much your gun's been shot. If all that, whatever the piece is that goes back and hits that, if your gun's been shot 1,000 times or you've had that out and polished it, it will be just a little bit lighter than a newer gun. About 4.5 to 5 pounds. Another thing you get with this is your reset will be sooner. See how quick it resets. So there you have it. That's it. If you're going to buy one of these, buy a Ghost. I've used 2 or 3 other brands. This right here is one of them. ZEV Tech Race Connector. This one is a 2-pound. And you can see the angle on it. This I hate. It's like a door with this one, you pull it back, it's easy, and then it gets hard right there, and then it goes. With that one, it's just a steady all the way back. I mean, you don't, with this one, you know it's about to go right there, you know, there it goes. With that other one, you're just pull, 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 and I mean, you really don't have an idea when it's going to break, if you know what I mean. Like with this one, so you can do that. And another thing on that one there, the way that one resets close, on that 2-pound, once you fire it, you have to let it all the way back out and then all the way in again. So, I would definitely go with a Ghost. It also says on here, I want to point this out. I've heard some people say that if you put any aftermarket parts in your Glock, you'll be held liable if you shoot somebody's ass off. Ghost triggers are used throughout the world by military and law enforcement. You may use this trigger connector for any and all lawful activities. If you have a Glock, you want to tighten up your groups, get you a Ghost trigger. If you want to truly get 3.5 pounds, buy a, see who is it makes that spring kit? Wolf. Buy a Wolf spring kit. If you want it really light, a true 3.5 pounds is light. If your competition shooting it, put the Ghost trigger and a Wolf spring kit in it, and you'll have a light trigger. But if you're carrying it, don't put a spring kit in it. There you have it. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all have a good one.